It's your girl Alex and I'm back. Let me adjust this camera. Um, I think I did tell y'all this, but I'm gonna try to start going live on Monday. I can, and I know I said that probably like 3 weeks ago, and I did not go live. I ended up missing. I can't remember what was going on, but I ended up missing a couple of Mondays. But I'm trying to be more consistent. And today I was actually gonna miss today too, y'all. But I think God does stuff for a reason, cause I lost my car keys. I was actually finna go get me something to eat. So I'm a little hungry and I hope I don't get hangry because I have an appointment like about 2.5 more hours. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna end up getting hangry, but I'm gonna pray about it. I don't wanna get hangry, but I know how I get when I'm hungry. Okay, but yeah, so I lost my keys today, so I couldn't go nowhere. So I came and got on live with y'all. I'm gonna need y'all to get on in here, start engaging. You know what I'm saying? Cause my Monday lives they gonna be pretty lit. Like I'm gonna be talking about some important stuff, business, running businesses, getting money. You know what I'm saying? We can talk about anything. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all trying to do. I think God do everything for a reason though. I really think it was some reason why I didn't have my car keys. Maybe I didn't need to leave the house today or whatever. So there's that. So let's talk about running multiple businesses, y'all. I had to write this down because y'all know I film from my phone. So I had to write stuff down, like topics that I kind of want to address and just talk about. Um, so everybody know running a business is not easy. Um, it could be a little easy, I guess, if y'all, pull a little PPP scam, you know what I'm saying? But when nobody, y'all wild for that. Y'all wild, and when them people come get their money, y'all gonna be hurt. But no, I know everybody gonna recommend. Oh, you go to the bank, you get a loan. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes it's not always easy, especially if you're not currently working at a job. Um, I mean, what you should be working, but everybody do their things, their ways. You know what I'm saying? So you might can start a business without having a actual job. Um, but the bank is probably not going to loan you no money if you don't have a proof of income or a job or something like that. So that's a route to take. But it's also, I mean, it depends on how big. Yeah, like they say, go big or go home. You could go to the bank and get a huge loan. It depends on the type of business. Some businesses you ain't gonna need no huge loan. You might only need $2,000. Some businesses you might need $400,000 to start the business. So it depends on the kind of business. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like you start a business that's a smaller business where you only need $1,000, $2,000, you can kind of save that up. You can get a job, you can cut people grass, you can do little odd stuff until you come up with the money to do what you need to do. Um, Most important thing and something that I think I made somewhat of a mistake on. I mean, early on when I started Hairburn, I had plenty of time to advertise what I was doing. I had plenty of time to advertise. Because I wasn't getting any appointments. So all I had to do was take pictures, and then as soon as I get done taking pictures, I'm getting on Instagram, posting the pictures, the videos, whatever. Now I really suck at that, and I strongly consider paying somebody to do that kind of stuff for me because my advertising could be better. I mean, my business is flowing. I get plenty of clients, but I still would like to advertise my business to more people. Like I don't want it to become complacent and I'm getting the same people because nobody else is seeing my work. I mean, I want the same people, but I want more people as well. Not just the same people that already like always. You know. So invest in advertising. Whatever business you do, invest in advertisement. If you can do free, start off with free advertisement, and if that's working for you, then you don't need to spend money. Well, I still think you should spend money, especially if you want to expand your business. So, yeah, I can feel it coming on. I feel hangry. I feel it. My stomach. I feel it. I feel it. My stomach feel empty, and I'm upset, y'all, because I ate my food. This is totally off topic, but I had went out to eat yesterday with my mom and my cousin, and she took us out for our birthday because our birthdays is like probably like 2 weeks apart. But she was late doing it because we just couldn't never get our schedule. But yesterday it worked out. We ended up going out to eat. And yeah, I had some leftovers, and I wasn't really hungry last night, but the food was just in there kind of smelling good. So I just warmed up the little leftovers I had. I'm mad because I wasn't even hungry last night, and now I'm hungry, and I ain't got no food. I mean, anything in there, I got to cook it. I don't feel like doing all that. I really just want to get in my car, just go grab me something to eat to save me some time. But I don't know what I'm gonna eat, but I gotta figure out something because this ain't gonna work. Because I'm feeling it already, and I got another 2 hours to go before I even start the appointment. Then I gotta do the appointment. It's probably gonna take 2, maybe 3 hours. Like this ain't gonna work. So I ain't gonna stay on here with y'all long. I'm sorry if I cut y'all short, but when I get home, I'm gonna hold up first. Um, yeah, invest in advertising your business. Even if the free advertisement is working and stuff like that. If you want to go bigger, you're gonna have to spend money. And like, if you want your business, like you can advertise on Instagram. Like the people that know you or the people that see you gonna see it. You know, unless your page happens to go kind of somewhat viral, kind of like how my TikTok page did. That was, you know, but normally that don't really happen on especially Instagram, Facebook. They may happen, but I don't really get on there like that. But people get the liking and sharing stuff on Facebook, and they could go. But Instagram, you can't really share it. It's like the people who see it, and some people may share it, but it's not like a sharing thing like how people share stuff on Facebook or how videos just keep getting in the algorithm on TikTok. So yeah, invest, spend your money. If it's a product or something you're selling, spend your money, spend it, get a credit card. And I'm gonna speak on credit and all that in a second, but spend, you can spend your money or you can spend however you want to do it. But it's probably better if you get a credit card that you use specifically for business for tax purposes, so you can see the exact breakdown of everything. You know what I'm saying? So that'll be good for tax purposes. You know, write offs and all that kind of stuff. Like you buy everything off of a specific card, whether it's a business card or just your personal card, but you know everything you bought on that is only for your business, then that's good. Yeah, invest in advertising and make sure what you're selling or whatever is actually good, because if you're not good at whatever you do or whatever you sell, people are not gonna buy it. Like no matter how like you could pay for Instagram ads, but if the work you do look like a kindergartner did it, nobody's gonna book you. Nobody's gonna want to pay for that. So you have to make sure your product look good or make sure you're doing your best work. Just promote it any chance you can. And I need, like I said, I need to do better at that. I be working all the time, y'all. But just promote it. Spend time. Invest in stuff like invest in a good phone. Invest in a camera. You know, like it's a lot of stuff that I'm going to invest in. But yeah, I have invested in a good phone and stuff like that. And the phone that got old now, you know what I'm saying? Need to upgrade. But you know, just invest. Like, don't be trying to upload pictures of your work on a flip phone. Like that's not gonna work. You got you gotta have something with a decent camera. You know, all that kind of stuff. Um, so I think you should have a balance between working and building, because if you overwork, then you don't have time to build your brand and stuff like that. And I'm trying to find a balance. I feel like my balance was good at first because I wasn't really in early stages. Like, you know, the appointments were kind of spread out a lot because I didn't have a huge clientele. Now my clientele is pretty big, and I try to set a schedule. I don't really get to stick to the schedule, and no shade, but a lot of people just don't respect your time. So they will, not just clients, I'm just saying, like, other people will ask you to work outside of your normal work hours, and, who don't like the money, you know what I'm saying? So most time, even if it's outside of the hours I like to work, if I'm not totally drained from the day, I'm still gonna try to go work and see what I can do, you know what I'm saying? And try to get this money by tomorrow. What was that on Friday? I'm trying to get this money by tomorrow. It's funny. So yeah, if you work too much, you're gonna have time to build. So you have to find like a healthy schedule, and I'm trying really hard to find a healthy schedule to stick to, so that I can work and I can also have time to build. My hair braiding, of course, that's going great, but I need to set a little more time aside to focus on my hair growth oil, because I need to set a little more time aside, because that's a business that's still in the building process. Hair braiding, you're always building when you start a business, but hair braiding, it has really, I've been doing this so long. It's pretty much doing this doing this work for itself. You know what I'm saying? I don't really have to put a whole lot of effort into it. I do need to post more pictures and more often. But other than that, hair braiding kind of flowing on its own. You know what I'm saying? But the other business, I the same way to promote it and get it to the point is that now my time is a little more limited, so I need to find balance. So with that being said, it's important to live below your means, because when you live below your means, you can make more time for certain stuff because you're not overstretching yourself to pay bills. Um, so like I said, with me, it's more so when I think I have free time, somebody calls me about their hairdo, and I don't turn it. I need to stop because I don't need it that bad. Like I could build this over here, and it'll balance itself out. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just working all the time. So, yeah, live below your means, save your money, and have good credit. If you live below your means, you can have a little more time to invest in other stuff. Like they say, the average millionaire has 7 streams of income. So if you want 7 streams of income, you got to work to build all of them. Like more than likely, none of them is just gonna come like that. Like you gotta, like I built one, now I'm on number 2. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to build them up. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I got a third one that's it's dragging along, but it's coming. You know what I'm saying? But the second one, I'm really trying to build that one. Then I can work on the third. You know what I'm saying? What you gotta take time and invest in each one of them. And in order to do that, you have to live, because if you live way above your means, you gotta work all the time to pay all these bills you got. But if you live below your means, you don't have to work all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to be stressed like, oh, if I don't make this amount every week. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to stress about stuff like that. I mean, you should want that, but you still have to separate time to achieve the goals. Because if you invest in these multiple streams of income, what you lack for 2-3 months of not really working hard in one business and building the other one, after you build both of them, now you making more than you was making. You know what I'm saying? Just doing that one business, you then your income just keep going up. You know what I'm saying? And depending on what you're doing, you might work less, like physically work less. So it's all, yeah. Save your money, because you can take time off work. You can take days off work when certain stuff going on. Like save your money, because when I broke my elbow, whatever, I don't know what it was. It was the bone where your two bones go. I don't know. I ain't no doctor, but anyway, so yeah, I broke my elbow, so that's where the most pain was at. So it's my elbow. What was it? Fracture on the something. I can't. Whatever. Anywho, y'all. So when that happened to me, I was able to take time off work. And I was stressing about bills. I didn't get behind none of my bills because I saved my money and I live below my means. You have to do that as a business person, because business can fluctuate. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you have slow months, slow weeks, stuff like that. And if you living right within or above your means, any little hiccup can throw you off. You mess around and, you know, if you normally have 10 appointments a week and you mess around and get a week with 5 appointments, now you completely threw off because you're behind on bills because you live way above your means. Or if you have to take time off, like I was out probably like 3 weeks with my elbow. And something else happened before that. Oh, the pandemic. I didn't work for 3 months, y'all. And you know what I'm saying, I was ready to go back to work because I missed braiding hair and I wanted to start back stacking back up on my savings. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like stuff to be complacent. I like to see numbers keep going up. But I was not stressing. I was good. I was eating. My bills were paid. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to be able to live like that. You have to live in a way to where if you have to miss a couple weeks, couple months out of work, you should still be able to pay your bills. Live below your means. And then that also, I mean, that could come with sickness or anything like that. But also that works well when you're trying to build another business. If you need to take time off for a shortened amount of days you work, stuff like that. If you got savings and you're, you know, living below your means, then you will still be okay because you're not you're not overstretching yourself. So yeah, save. And then you gonna need that sometimes, like for business, you never know what might happen. Products may be damaged, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. You might have to buy more stuff. So you can't live right at your means, you gotta live below. So in case, because you never know what might happen in business. And then last but not least, how long I've been here? 15 minutes. I probably got a good 5 more minutes to talk to y'all because I'm getting a little hangry. So I gotta figure out something. I might end up ordering me some food from DoorDash and having them delivered. I don't want to pay them the extra tip. I mean, I ain't got no problem with tipping DoorDash, but I'm just saying I got gas, full tank gas in my car. I could have just bought the food and came home. I would have had to pay these people the extra $5-10 tip. You know what I'm saying? Cause yeah. Anywho. So yeah, and let's talk about the people that you have in your life when you are running a business, and you need people around you who are like minded. But I always say you can learn something from anybody. You can learn something from the janitor scrubbing the floors. You can learn something from the CEO of the company. You can learn something from anybody. So it's not just, you know what I'm saying, the amount of success a person has. It's more so about their character and also their drive. People have to have the same mindset as you. If a person don't have the same mindset as you, well, I ain't gonna say the exact same. I don't think nobody's mindset is the exact same, but if a person is not hardworking, driven, and stuff like that, you don't really need people like that around you when you're trying to build a business, because it's gonna kind of like everybody's not like the people that are around them, but if you spend enough time, you're spending a lot of time with these people that are around you, then, and they're not really doing anything in life, or they're not driven, they're not motivated, and they just like lazy and don't really want to do nothing, it's gonna affect you at some point if you spending a whole lot of time around these people. And you might start to feel like, oh well, they ain't really doing it, but I'm doing good. It make you feel like that you're doing this great when you really doing this great, but because the people around you doing this great, you feel like just because you doing a little better than them that you really doing good. But nah, well, that could be if that's what you want in life. But if you trying to reach the top and the people that are here, but you think because you right here, oh, I'm doing better than so and so, so you know what I'm saying, I'm good. No, if you trying to reach the top, keep pushing and try to surround yourself with people who are going to push you and people that you can learn from. Don't hang out with people you can't learn that from. That's, I mean, like I said, everybody can teach you something, and a lot of people teach me, yeah, I ain't finna do that. I'm not doing what you do. Like, I don't really know many people that I could be like, oh yeah, I like what they do. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's my honest opinion about it. So yeah, I think that basically don't have people in your life that can't, you know what I'm saying, if you got something to offer them but they ain't got nothing to offer you, or they don't care to offer you nothing, like them, you do not need people like that in your life. That's only going to drag you down. You need people who are going, you can be a benefit to them and they can be a benefit to you. Though not anything can, because a lot of people can be a benefit for people, but they don't want to. So they need to be able to, and they need to want to. You know what I'm saying? When you're trying to build wealth, you need to be around people like, you know, y'all can go back and forth with helping each other with certain stuff, and you have to want to help people. It will help the people that are helping you. Nothing in life is gonna be one sided. If it's one sided, in my opinion, ain't gonna last. It ain't gonna last with me. You know what I'm saying? If a situation one sided, if I'm always helping you, and you don't ever help me in the slightest way, it's not gonna. And that's what most people are gonna get tired of one sided. You know, dealing, like if the person always giving you business advice and you have nothing or any knowledge to tell them, they gonna get tired. Like, I'm tired. Like, you just act with me, like, you know what I'm saying? Unless they're like a mentor to you because they know you don't really know much. But if it's like a friendship and y'all are in the same age and y'all friends and y'all cool and y'all both got mutual big, you have to know some stuff to tell them, and they gotta know some stuff to tell you, and help each other, you know, build up on the, you know, build up with your businesses. So yeah, I guess that's my word of the day, y'all. Just stay with people that only want your knowledge or whatever you can offer them to benefit them, but don't want to offer anything to you in return. You have to talk to people who, you know, are willing to do an equal give and take when it comes to helping you with your business and just in life in general. Do not be around people that are draining you, cut them off with their head. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go. You know. So that's my little word of the day. I'm finna go get me some. Well, I can't go get me nothing to eat yet. I'm going to figure out what I'm gonna do about some food because I'm a little hungry. But yeah, It's good chatting it up with y'all. And make sure y'all turn y'all notifications on so y'all can catch my live. I know Mondays at noon probably ain't the best time, but that's probably the only time that I can say. I ain't gonna even say for sure because sometimes I have stuff going on Mondays, but most likely Mondays at noon is probably the best time for me to get on here. So turn on your notifications and hopefully y'all have time to join me next time, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.